Yes,
back.
we are. Yes, we are.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with the Free Gems podcast, man.
Episode 61,
Episode
baby.
61, you know what I'm saying? We got K Cinco to my right.
Very strong.
Here. You know
61 strong, baby.
I'm feeling real energetic right now because I ain't gonna lie, we've been here like 2 hours already. This is the earliest we ever, well, not the earliest we ever been to the studio. We done been here at like 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, we did.
But we were here 2 hours early, so we've been chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? Been doing a lot.
Yeah, we've been doing a whole lot. A whole lot
of business,
on.
a whole lot of everything. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bravery Studios, Marvin, everything. Everybody
big
all
shout
over
out
at Bravery Studios.
So much love and bravery, man.
Yeah, and we living different. Hold on, because we got glass straws. Is how you living. Shout out my son Marvin. You know what I'm saying? He got his drinking exotic cups only.
Yeah,
glass straws.
And those are like the McDonald's straws. Feel me?
This. I don't even know how you got a glass straw. The logistics here doesn't really make sense. I'm like, how the fuck you supposed to clean this?
The aesthetics is
the aesthetics with the wooden top and all that.
Yeah,
but,
that looks very much Whole Foods.
Whole Foods, yes. Very gentrified.
Very Trader Joe's.
But wait. Before anything, did you see the fight?
I told you.
Did you watch it?
Tank.
Bro.
Tank.
I told you, niggas.
Yo.
Listen, Tank, man.
He hit too hard.
That boy hit hard.
That
you know
boy
what it is
hit
to punch a
hard.
nigga in the stomach and he don't want to get up?
Yeah.
Like he punched him so hard in the stomach, son was like, yeah, I'm good.
He started capping niggas.
he did the Tim Tebow mid-ring. He said, yo, we straight, we good. Right here, this fight is over, nigga. Like, bro, from a body shot, you know how hard you gotta hit a nigga? And I was just saying, like, yo, bro,
kidneys.
When you get hit that hard and don't want to get up from a body shot, chances are Ryan Garcia had to go to the hospital after that and check
he
himself
probably
internal
pissing blood,
bleeding.
bro.
Yeah, he's probably bleeding internally.
Yeah, because that, oof.
Yeah,
that was after he already got knocked down in the second round.
Yeah, he got punched in his shit hard as fuck. But
he countered. Boom, with the left.
Yeah, man, that shit was
he hit hard, man.
That shit was a hell of a fight. I actually didn't even get to watch it. I got to watch the highlights afterwards. Of course, I was busy working and shit.
It's okay. It's good. It's cool.
You know me. I find a hard time to get the fuck out the house, but
it's okay.
I'm still excited to see. I'm always excited when boxing comes around and there's these big fights, man. You saw the names, everybody in the crowd. The shit was packed.
It's so and it's so divided. It's always so divided amongst fights as far as the fighters and especially where they come from. Feel me? It's always divided.
I'll be honest though, I was surprised at how many people really thought Ryan Garcia like not only was gonna win but stood a chance. Like a lot of people did. Like I just seen the game. He put up 100,000 versus DC Young Fly. He put 100,000 on Ryan Garcia. I'm like, what the fuck is this? A lot of.
Aiden Ross lost 150. He was at the fight. He was tight.
Yeah.
He was
100. Nah, Drake put $1 million on Tank.
I saw that.
Respectfully,
Drake put $1 million.
Listen, man.
Respectfully,
I'm just trying to get like Mattress Mac.
Mattress Mac. It has to be the craziest bet of all time.
If y'all don't know
Mattress Mac is crazy.
Mattress Mac is this exuberantly rich white man from like Texas or some shit.
From Texas.
And just in true Texas fashion, everything they do is big. This nigga will bet $3 million on a Super Bowl. Like I think I seen him put like $5 million on certain things. Like, bro, he's a fucking lunatic.
I forgot what college game. I think it was TCU who lost. He put like $3 million on them.
That's the
they showed his betting record and it's like it's atrocious. You feel me? But he really running it up though.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get too much money. You just like fuck it. Like Drake's literally like, I could lose this million and it's not gonna hurt, but I can also make this million and we're gonna blow this shit today.
Yeah.
So that's the thing about betting though. Like there's even when you win, it's not truly a win because your mindset is, oh, I'm about to go blow this. Because it's like you just won it off nothing. You know what I mean?
Or how they get you. This is how FanDuel and this is how the casinos get you. You got to cash out. They don't give you the money. Feel me? You got to cash out before you can get it. So like on your FanDuel account, you feel me? Let's say you bet 100 and you win 150. Now you have 250 in your account.
Right.
Most people don't cash it out in order to transfer to their bank.
Oh,
so it's still in the app. You feel me?
Right.
Just like at casinos, they give you a slip where you can cash out. They don't actually give you the money up front. You got to go and the step further to actually cash out to get it. Most people don't do it. They just have it sitting there. Oh, now I got 250 in my FanDuel account.
Yeah, you're
Instead
right.
of cashing out the 150 you won,
listen,
that's how they get you. They gotta get the extra step of cashing out.
That shit is a slippery slope.
And you got to think about it. If they essentially become like a bank. If so many people have money.
It is a bank. That shit is a bank.
Literally a bank.
Man, that shit is wild. Though.
Speaking of, I actually saw something where one of the biggest banks in the country is Starbucks.
What?
One of the biggest banks in the country because
is Starbucks?
A large percent of their customers use the Starbucks app in order to get their Starbucks, and most people they just put their money on their Starbucks card on their Starbucks app. What? So they have so much cash flow just off that app.
You know what I
That's
did?
actually so genius.
It's fucking genius. And you know what I just thought about it? Like everywhere I've been this year, like I've been to like 5 countries in 5 months, and one thing stays true. Starbucks will be there.
Yeah,
Starbucks is everywhere, bro. In Brazil, it was everywhere. Like anywhere you look, there was a fucking Starbucks. There was literally like I shit you not. There was a mall. It had 2 Starbucks in it, and right outside it was a Starbucks. Literally, I'm like, what the fuck? And the malls out there are a little different. It's like it'll be like 5-6 stories high, but it'll be a really narrow building. So it's not. So when I say outside the mall, it's not like you're walking out to a giant parking lot. No. The malls out there are literally like a building. It's like a doorway into a building, and you would never know there's a mall back there. You would think it's like a regular business building or something, and it's literally a mall, and it's little as shit. Like you could walk around it in 20 seconds, like around the actual floor, but then it goes like 6-7 stories high.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but either way, it'll be a Starbucks on every other floor. Literally, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Starbucks and ice cream is a lot too, but. Starbucks, I done seen that shit in Istanbul. I seen that shit all through Serbia. Starbucks is getting fucking money, is what I'm saying.
And the crazy thing is, somebody probably owns all the Starbucks in that building. That's how they be doing it. That's really how it be. Like, if you see a Burger King or McDonald's across the street, a lot of times, somebody owns both of those.
That makes sense. Nah, man, that shit is crazy though. But honestly, using the apps to get like things that you commonly go to is fucking genius. Let me tell you, I haven't paid for mac and cheese from Chick-fil-A in like 2 years. I shit you not. Every time I order something on Chick-fil-A, I get reward points, and my reward points pays off the mac and cheese every time. And sometimes it'll even be like the sandwich would be free. I've literally gotten free fries as a reward, free fries, free drink. Basically I paid like 60 cents for the whole meal before, like, and that happens to me like once a month. That's how much I use it though.
Yeah, man, hop off Chick-fil-A pack. Oh my God, you're on Chick-fil-A body.
Chick-fil-A is gourmet, bro.
Nah, gourmet.
Gourmet. Chick-fil-A is that shit got a special place in my heart. I ain't gonna lie.
And they're not even open on Sundays.
Word. I've had so many times that I wanted Chick-fil-A and I realized it was Sunday. I was like, fuck. I don't know what they put in that chicken, bro, but somebody putting their foot in that shit for sure.
They put the people's elbow in that.
Word. Even though there's a bunch of kids back there making that shit, but that's neither here nor there. But shout out to my son Tank, because he brought out the real goal. He brought Chief Keef.
Yo, I'm about to say he brought out Chief Keef.
My son walked out the Chief Keef. I said, there's no way you can lose.
Yo, he walked out the Love Sosa.
You can't lose with Chief Keef with you. You just can't.
Yo, what?
You just cannot.
Nah. He did that. He really did that.
I'm excited, man. But let's go see who the next fight's gonna be. Oh, and but last week we were talking about who it was Terrence Crawford versus it was Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence. That's the fight we need. That's the fight we need. That is the fight we need. You know what I'm saying? And then as Shakur Stevenson climbs the ranks, Devin Haney climbs the ranks. They're all within the same weight class.
They are. They really.
The future of boxing is looking bright.
The future of boxing is bright. There's a lot of young, talented stars.
And shout out to Floyd Mayweather too, because I know Tank used to be under Mayweather Productions, and they've been going a little bit back and forth because Tank left to further his career and progress. But guess who was in that ring coaching? Guess who was in that ring coaching a boy? Feel me? It's Mayweather looking at him head on. Yo, you the one. You know what you got to do. Handle business. Like, I love to see that, man.
Love to see the mentor-mentee relationship. And it's funny because after the fight, he was trolling Oscar De La Hoya, who was at the fight as well.
Who was trolling Oscar?
Floyd.
Oh, I mean, it's Floyd. You know what I'm saying? It's funny too because I was just like, somebody was like,
how to squabble.
Niggas was like, yo, why is Oscar De La Hoya wearing a mesh shirt? I'm like, y'all know this nigga got a husband? I'm like, yo, I was talking to somebody yesterday. I was like, you didn't know that? They're like, nah, I know this nigga was gay. I'm like, yeah, that nigga used to whoop niggas' asses and then just turn around and had a husband. Like, I mean, it is what it is. But it was just crazy to think, like, yeah, this is one of the tough, like, what can you tell him? What you gonna say? Like, you can say whatever you want. That nigga will fuck you up.
Nothing. What you gonna say? You're not saying a word.
Exactly. And people, it's just looked down on because it's such a masculine sport. Where it's so much testosterone and people. It's all about pride and this male ego shit. And then here goes one of the greatest boxers of all time is literally a gay man from Mexico. Like, shout out to Oscar though. You know what I'm saying? And his whole Golden Boy promotions.
I think it's Golden Boy.
Golden Boy. I wonder what his net worth is. Oscar De La Hoya net worth gotta be up in the hundreds of millions.
Yeah, it gotta be. I'm gonna say at least like 250.
At least. I mean, shit, because think about it. Canelo's up some shit, and he was signing the Oscar this whole time. So imagine if Canelo's doing 50, 60 million a fight, what you think Oscar's getting as the nigga that's running the promotion?
Yeah.
You shitting me? If Canelo doing 60, Oscar might be getting his own 60 or 100 on his own.
Least.
Respectfully.
At least.
You know what I'm saying?
Legend in the game for real.
Yeah,
and
nah,
like
sure.
I said, and you're right. The way they're passing the torch on to the new generation, like
yeah, I love to see it. I love to see it, especially because we saw the rise of like Adrian Broner, and then how quickly that like this decline. Like that's the thing with boxing, man. In the fight game, not so much UFC. UFC losing is a lot more accepted than in boxing. Like boxing, the second you get that loss, you're not the same no more. Unless you're like 30, 40 fights in, it completely tarnishes your whole career. Like Anthony Joshua was one of the most prominent heavyweight boxers. Like he was the pride of the UK. He still is, respectfully. But like this, he lost to Andy Ruiz, the super overweight Mexican dude that was like the craziest. That was like one of the craziest upsets of like all time, literally boxing wise. And he lost to Andy Ruiz, and it was over. It was down. Then he lost to somebody else, and then it was just over. Nobody wanted to see it. And it makes sense why people politic so much with boxing as far as like choosing their fights is because like, bro, you can fuck up an opportunity to make so much more money down the line.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like Devin Haney and Tank can fight right now. Yeah, they'll probably get a nice little $5 million a piece, maybe up to 10. But if they wait and get another 5-6 fights under their belt,
get the build up going.
Get another 5-6 big fights under their belt. By the time they fight, it's gonna be a $50 million, $60 million payday. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, do you want to risk? And also because one of them has to lose. They're both undefeated. One of them's gonna have to lose. You can't make that fight up again 5 years from now if one of them has an L, or one or two has. So it's a lot of politicking, and it makes sense.
And it's funny you say that because they interviewed Ryan after the fight, and he was saying, yeah, Tank's a great fighter. He caught me. Hopefully I can have a rematch in the future after I have a few fights in between. Feel me? After he builds his resume, you feel me? To earn that rematch, and then that'll make the rematch more enticing. Let's say he does have 3, 4, 5 fights and dominant,
and gets dominant.
Yeah.
Right.
So and also I feel like with the popularity and the rise of UFC, boxing wasn't as popular for a while.
Yeah.
In general was not as popular for a while, but I feel like it's been back on the fast track of being as popular as it was before. You feel me?
Yeah. Shout out to Dana White. Like respectfully, that nigga businessman, he is crazy. Yo, think about it. If I'm not mistaken, him and his two business partners, they put up I think it was $3 million to start the UFC like 25, 30 years ago. And they just sold it for like 2.something billion. They each took home like 800 million a piece. And then respectfully, what's so ill about it is that the dudes who bought it, I think it was like some Middle Eastern, like Abu Dhabi, like Dubai billionaires, they bought it and they were like, yeah, we just like to buy shit, but we don't know nothing about the business. So here's $50 million a year salary to run it. And it's like, and you're still the face of it. So it's like, what the fuck? I just sold the company, damn near pocketed $1 billion, and I'm gonna be the face of it still. I still get to be around all the fights. I'm still the man. Like, it's fucking genius. And what's so crazy is those same owners went and bought the WWE. So now the WWE is now UFC owns the WWE.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. They already, if I'm not mistaken, that paperwork's already signed. Everything's signed, and it's dope because what they're trying to do is create the level of entertainment that the WWE brings into the UFC to sell the fights for the fights at a higher value, because WWE's marketing and storylines, even though they're fake, is fucking incredible. Crazy. Like they know how to capture an audience. All of that. They know how to merchandise. They know how to create these characters. You know what I'm saying? Like now the WWE is all about storylines and how big the names are. That's why you see people like Logan Paul in there. You see the most famous, like they'll have like fucking Bad Bunnies in there backflipping off the top turnbuckles and shit.
Listen, if you got clout or at the time, or you got fame at the time, the WWE will find you. Feel me?
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like the fact that you can call WWE fake, but there's a lot of physical wherewithal that goes into that shit. That you will tear your ACL, you will break
there's so many neck injuries, or something. And the thing about it is they're independent contractors. Which is horrible. They're not employees.
Ooh, that's dangerous. But what I was getting at is the fact that UFC bought the WWE. What it is now all these fighters that are known as super macho real fighters, now when they retire, now they can easily transition into the WWE lane and use that storyline of their real fighting and go in there. Because like Brock Lesnar, he walked away from the WWE. He was a superstar in WWE, took over the world in WWE. He walked away because he felt like he wasn't truly reaching his potential, because he knew he had a talent for real fighting. So he left that, went to the UFC, built his name in the UFC, and then went right back to the WWE. Like fuck it. Like it's lit. Right. So it's dope to see like these fighters are going to be able to have to transition into a career that can last another 20, 30 years past their actual physical prime of fighting. Because look at Ric Flair. Ric Flair is like fucking 80, still riding around, Rolexed up, limousine out.
Woo! Just like Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey's in that WWE now.
See?
She transitioned over.
That's fucking fire, man.
And yeah, no, it's actually genius, the fact that they both, I didn't even realize they're owned by the same company now. So I mean by the same people now. So
yeah. And that shit is wild, man, because I didn't even know, but like WWE, like, I mean, I do know that they tour all year. They're touring all year round.
Yeah.
But just because it's Monday Night Raw or some shit, and that's the event for Monday, they'll do shows in smaller venues in smaller cities, like on a Tuesday, and they just don't make it to the TV. You just don't even know that. And it'll be small. It'll be sometimes smaller names. Sometimes they do bring out bigger names, but it doesn't always all make it to TV. And you know what's crazy? Shout out to you and shout out to Roz, because I remember y'all took me to my first first and only WWE match when we were like in 4th grade.
Yeah, we was lit.
I ain't gonna lie, we used to fuck each other up wrestling. We done broke the house up. I remember,
Legit.
I remember your mom used to spaz on niggas for fucking up your braids and shit.
My braids. I used to have like hair. I mean leaves in my hair. And my mom used to be so tight. But I gotta give it up to the WWE wrestlers, because it's literally like a soap opera, but it's a play. It's live. You feel me? And they be 250 pounds, 300 pounds, literally.
And there's
grown men.
Some things you really can't fake.
40, 50-year-old men.
Like when I think it was Undertaker threw Mick Foley through the top of the cage.
Yeah,
they really fell 25 feet.
Hell in a Cell.
Bro,
yeah.
I wouldn't jump 25 feet off the roof of my house. What the fuck made you think I'm gonna get chokeslammed through this fucking gate? Onto the ground?
Yeah.
And it was crazy. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he like punctured a lung. Like real shit happened. He broke a rib, punctured a lung. Motherfucker was spitting up blood. Like they do have a lot of fake blood in the UFC and in WWE, but some of that shit be real blood. Motherfuckers is really getting punched in their shit too sometimes.
Nah, they're really like movie stars, legit movie stars.
Yeah, and I mean, and for what it's worth, once we got a little older, I didn't find it so entertaining. But you'll be amazed at how many people are truly still like in love with the whole WWE. And I get it though. It's entertainment.
Absolutely, and that's all it's about. It's about entertainment.
Yeah.
Wow.
That shit has been crazy, man. And in other news though, so I've been seeing a lot of shit about these Twitch streamers and everything. I don't know if you heard about Kai Cenat. He just got banned again from Twitch. Like
I don't know what I saw it, but I didn't see what it was really about. But yeah, I did see he got banned.
He literally got banned because he was playing GTA and his GTA character
said something.
Was doing something sexual for whatever. I think he was like fucking in a strip club. Like I think you get to like go in the back room. I don't know. I haven't played GTA since like San Andreas, so I don't even know what you could possibly do. But GTA is so fucking real that I wouldn't be surprised if you could literally pay for some sex, virtual sex in the shit. And I don't know, but he got banned for that shit. And it's just wild because they were Twitch was they came out with the numbers and they said in just the last month, Kai Cenat had bought Twitch $10 to $15 million worth of revenue, and he only made $2 million off that. And I want to know what you think about that. Do you think that's enough? Do you think it's not enough? Like, what do you think he deserves? He bought in $10 to $15 million. Do you think $2 million is enough?
Listen, I'm always gonna side with the creators. I'm always gonna side with the people over the corporate. But at the same time, you gotta think about the numbers of what Spotify or YouTube are doing. You know, if you're making 50,000 off YouTube on a YouTube video, how much is YouTube actually generating from that? You feel me?
Yeah.
Are they generate? They're definitely probably at least 10 times that in reality.
At least, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. So the formula. I mean, the formula the formula would actually be better than what I thought it would be. If they're making 15, he makes 2.
I know. Yo,
you feel me?
I had
in reality.
That's exactly where my brain went.
In reality, that's actually
that doesn't sound bad.
Nah, that does not sound bad.
A lot of people were like mad about it, and they were like, "Oh, you should deserve more." I'm like, I don't think people know how business works.
No, how do you think business works? You get
$2 million a month is crazy.
It's crazy,
and that's just off one thing. That's not his YouTube number. No. That's nothing else. That's not no extra outside deals that he got.
Or maybe advertising or whatever.
Man, shout out to Kai Cenat.
I think actually that's like I said. I think that's actually pretty good numbers when you look at the grand scheme of things and the percentage of what creators normally get in spaces and like that. And I feel like that deal is probably catered to him. Like most Twitch streamers, that probably don't get percentage like that. Yeah. But I think those numbers are pretty good. If you ask me.
Twitch is crazy though because I think every subscriber pays like $5 a month if I'm not mistaken. You might want to correct me on that. It varies. I didn't even know that. See, I didn't get on Twitch. But whatever you make, Twitch takes half, if I'm not mistaken. So like Castanat, he broke 300,000 subscribers, which was the record at the time. When he broke for 300,000 subscribers, even at $5 a piece, like you talking some shit. You talking 1.5 million a month on just subscriptions. That's not any brand deals. That's not any extra.
People can send you money while you're watching the stream as well. All that too. Don't forget.
Oh my.
Like they got stickers and all that. People buy stickers so they can be like, yeah, they got all that.
You're living in a different fucking world.
It really
and it's funny too because when I heard he had 300,000 subscribers, I'm like, that doesn't sound like a lot, but they're paying subscribers, right?
That's a whole nother level.
Yeah. Because when I think about like YouTube and stuff, I be thinking like, yo, imagine if everybody on your Instagram paid you $1 to follow you, we'd be up some shit. Like $1 a month.
A month.
It's
a subscription. It ain't like a one-time fee. It's a subscription.
If I can get $1 a month from everybody, oh my God, it'd be fucking lit. We'd be up some shit.
It would be different. Speaking of you were talking about paying. What do you think about what Twitter's doing as far as paying for your subscription? I mean, for your verification and everything. They just changed it to where if you don't pay for it, they stripped a lot of.
I did
people.
See that. And Elon Musk said he's personally paying out of pocket for certain people. So like LeBron still has his. I forgot who else, but shout out to Elon.
He's paying out his pocket for a few, and I've seen a lot of big names lose theirs. And how do you feel about paying for the verification badge?
I think it's genius from a business standpoint. Also, I think it makes a lot of sense. Like as far as if I'm trying to make my money. If I'm Elon and I'm trying to make money off this shit, why not? Because think about it. Nobody was paying to use Twitter, right? Let's say, how many fucking people have a Twitter? Twitter has to have hundreds of millions of people on it, right?
And not even just people, businesses as well.
Exactly. So you wasn't making a cent off anybody besides what you use for what you sell as the data you sell to advertisement companies, blah, 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 selling advertisements through Twitter. Cool. Nobody's paying $1. Now, let's say 100 million people have a Twitter, right? Let's say if you can just get 1 million out of that 100, even if the other 99 million get the fuck out of here and never use Twitter again, if you can get 1 million of these niggas
to pay $8
to pay $8, that's $8 million more than what you was making already. You know what I'm saying?
That's $2 million a week.
Chances are it's gonna be more than that. They're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like let's say if you can get 10, you know what I'm saying, 10 million out of that 100 million to pay for those, you up some shit. You just made 80 million that you was never gonna touch.
That's
you know, and I honestly, 100 million for Twitter sounds pretty low. I think it has way more than that.
Probably, yeah.
I wonder how many people.
And he was losing a lot of money. So this was a way for him to rebuffer a little bit of what he lost.
But is it monthly to keep your verification, or is you buy it one time?
They have different tiers.
What?
You know, different tier. Like if you buy the yearly subscription, it's cheaper than
of course.
You know, they have different. But my opinion on it from a business standpoint, it makes sense. But I think it really dilutes the whole reasoning for the verification. You feel me? It's something you could just buy. You feel me?
But it does help just because it helps people identify who's actually them.
I understand. Listen, I understand if you're using it for your brand and you're really trying to scale by buying your verification. I understand it from that perspective, but I feel like it dilutes the reasoning for having a verification anyways. You can pay for it. That's my only thing.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It definitely dilutes it. You're right. Because anybody can go get any Joe Schmo. And I realize that.
And a lot of the trolls, their time has arrived.
Yeah, but a lot of trolls don't got no money. So I be thinking like,
trolls be making money off.
Now you're right though, because scams, man. Listen, man.
The way they be getting engagements, that's what it's about. They be making bread. Like people are professional trolls, literally.
Nah, facts.
Literally. Yeah. I just think it that's something. It's literally, it should be like a badge of honor that you'd have to do something enough where you're worthy of it, not just purchasing it. You feel me? Just like an we can think about like an award or like a Grammy or something. You know, I'm not comparing it to a Grammy, but I'm just saying like if somebody can go out and purchase it, is it really as valuable?
No, yeah, 100%. No, it's not. You're right. It definitely dilutes the whole
reason
everything
behind it. The whole reason behind being verification is because you're notable enough in order to have it. Yeah. And I've seen even like. I don't know I think it was the New York Times. They were like, I'm not paying for it. So the New York Times literally doesn't have verification. Yeah. Like you feel me? Like
it could be anybody.
Literally anybody can get it. Or you and what you can do is instead of New York Times, you can change it a little. New York with instead of a T, it'd be like an I. It looks like New York Times, but now you have a verification. You feel me? And now you're running. Now you buy your followers, and now it looks like you're New York Times.
Yeah,
you feel
true.
me? Like where's the line here? I understand it's a money grab, but at the end of the day, I think it's I think it hurts the brand overall as far as, okay, now you see verification badges, they don't even hit the same no more. You feel me?
And not for nothing though, Twitter is dead. Like I'm really thinking the whole time we've been talking, I've been thinking about Instagram this whole time.
You can buy Instagram too.
Right. And now I see everybody got their Instagram. They got their government name in the bio. That's how you get the verification.
Yeah.
And I'm still thinking about the fact that there's this fake ass account. Shout out to Ink by Flow. If you find this account,
Ink by Flow is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ink by Flow. This bitch ass nigga has been scamming this shit. He's probably gonna watch this because I ain't gonna lie. He's so bro. This nigga's so bold. He takes snippet from our podcast and posts it on his fake page. Mind blowing. Because people, our fucking Instagrams are tagged on the fucking podcast. And like, if I ever see this nigga, I promise you, I'm going to give this nigga the biggest handshake. Because I'm going to tell him, yo, respectfully, you are the top one. Yo, bro, this nigga is scammer of the year, bro.
For years, too.
Yo, it's been like a year and a half, 2 years of this shit.
And people be hitting you up like, yo, I sent a deposit.
And it was crazy. Is it people, yo, it's fucked up, man. Because I done had people hit me up with horror stories. Like, yo, bro, me and my boy paid for this nigga's hotel room and his flights. We sent them $1,000, literally. Somebody, and I'm just thinking like, yo, this nigga made $1,000 off conversation. This nigga's a genius. Like, part of me wants to respect the hustle. The other part of me wants to smack the shit out of this nigga. Nah. But it's like, how did you even think of this? Like, this is fucking genius.
Professional scammers, bro.
And when you were just talking about professional trolls, I'm like, this nigga's a professional scammer. And people have sent me screenshots of the conversation. Like, yo, bro, he's so out of pocket, bro. He be putting up motivational speeches. Like, he was taking videos of me in Brazil, and he posted it and was talking about I've relocated and showed my worth and how I've grown through the years and traveled around the world learning how to tattoo. I'm like, nigga, I should be doing this. I should write this. So this nigga's a genius. Like, I should be writing this shit. And he's literally like, thank you to all the supporters and da da da. I'm like, nigga, you are robbing people, bro. This nigga so out of pocket. His bio said God first. Like, how you put God first and you rob niggas, bro? You going to special hell. Listen, count your fucking days. Where one camera? Count your fucking days, Ink by Flow.
We gotta track IP or something.
Nah, we got it, bro. This nigga so out of pocket. He literally got the videos of me and my son on Christmas. Niggas out of pocket. Out of pocket. Out of pocket. So that's what a God, bro.
Yo, bro. I didn't know that was like. I remember that was a thing, but I didn't realize. I didn't realize it was still a thing.
I 100% can verify at least a good 20 people that hit me up like that already sent him money. And I multiple times has it been where like people are like, hey, I'm outside. And I'm like, who are you? What are you talking about? And they'll be like, I'm here at 10 a.m. I'm like, I don't even start working at 10 a.m. And then it automatically always hits me. And it's so fucked, yo, bro. He's had people drive to fucking New Jersey before. Like, I had a dude that apparently was a truck driver from Atlanta, and whatever, bro, this nigga just makes up anything to get people to pay extra money. So like the dude that paid him $1,000, for example, he told him that he was in Ohio and he wasn't coming back to Atlanta for a couple months, but if they pay for the flight and the hotel up front, that he'll fly down and do a tap out sessions for them for 2 days straight. And that's how he got them to pay that $1,000. I'm like, yo, this nigga is so out of pocket, son. So out of pocket. Like, he's going to a special place.
I ain't gonna lie. Nah, he owe.
And what's fucked up is I want to go to Atlanta and I'm genuinely scared. Because these are just the people that found me.
Yes, I was about to say.
Imagine the people who don't know me.
Who don't even know.
Or just chalked it up to the game. Like, all right, I lost that $100.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Not one person has hit me up for less than $150. They're always $150 or better.
Nah.
And I'm like, nigga, I don't even charge $150 deposits. Only for tap outs. Like, I mean, this nigga's out of pocket.
Yo, nah, we gotta track IP. So
and then, like, really imagine if I go to Atlanta, I can't go to fucking Lenox Mall. You don't forget the nigga that robbed you. You do not forget this nigga's face.
Never.
Especially he done robbed you. You think this nigga's on? He's posting videos from my story that are screen recorded. Clearly, he's posting it and throwing that shit up there, and motherfuckers is seeing this shit, and they're like, yo, this nigga's just posting stories and not replying to me.
Yo,
like,
right? Like, oh, you think it's funny? You think
somebody's going to boom my dumb ass if I go to Lenox Mall in Atlanta? I ain't gonna lie.
Nah,
it's scary, bro. It really is.
That really is.
That's why I was thinking about getting verified and everything, but he doesn't have my actual name on there, so I don't even get how it's gonna work. Like, I don't understand how. I don't know, but I gotta figure it out because it's getting bad.
But
the damage is done. The damage is done. I done had like 3 different shops call me like, yo, we figured it out that this isn't you, but we're just letting you know somebody's using your name, because he's sending people addresses to real shops. And people are showing up like, hey, I'm your 1 o'clock. And niggas is like, yo, there is no Ink by Flow here. That nigga never existed. What are you talking about? Like, not, at least not here. We don't know who that-
I sent the deposit already.
Yeah, bro, so imagine how hot you are. You think you already paid for something. And you show it to a shop thinking. So imagine these shop owners, too, that are going through this. People showing up in a flurry, ready to fight.
Like, bro, I sent my deposit.
Right. Yeah, it's foul, man. But, I mean, you know, you got to get it how you live sometimes. You got to get it how you live. I be thinking, like, man, you never know what motherfuckers is going through to even get to that point. Because that is some genius level shit. Not going to lie. Not gonna lie.
We gotta see.
Yeah, we gotta find that nigga for sure.
We got definitely, because that's crazy. Cause it's still going on. Like I said, like you said, imagine the people who even reach out to you.
Exactly. And it's even worse too, because he be posting videos of people who are clearly two different artists. Like, he'll post two different kinds of work, and I'm like, that or whoever did this can't do that. Like, if you know anything about tattoos, you would know that artist can't do both of those, or it just doesn't make sense. One is super low quality compared to the other, and then like he'll have like the video will be somebody wiping the tattoo down. Sometimes the nigga be light skinned, sometimes he be dark skinned. You can tell they have different tattoos on their arm and hands, and I'm like, who are these people booking these deposits? And he's so out of pocket. The nigga bought 100,000 followers, so he got like 100,000 followers. Like, it's crazy. He buys likes, followers, all that shit, bro. It's a different level. He's fucking genius. This nigga has more followers than me. Gets more likes, more views.
I peeped that.
He's out of pocket, son.
I peeped that.
I gotta find this nigga.
I peeped that.
Shout out to him, though. Eat a dick.
Nah. And the craziest thing about it, you don't even know what he looked like.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It could be anybody.
Bro, it could be my neighbor. Bro, it could be you. Yo, I don't fucking know. But it could be anybody.
It could be a group. They could be in a whole group chat.
Man, I don't even want to dull this motherfucker because it's gonna get me mad now. Like, this nigga's eating right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Eating well. The scams.
Nah, because I really think about it. Like, bro, most of my clients, like when I book on my website, when people book on my website, I'd say like 95% of them book without ever contacting me first. A lot of them know me or know of me through somebody, so I guess that helps.
Yeah.
But like a lot of people don't know me from a can of paint. So imagine if I can just get, like, let's say I get 10 people a month that don't know me from a can of paint, that just book on the app, don't even get to reach out to me first. They go straight through the Booksy app, link in my bio. Like I tell people, I barely respond to text, I barely respond to DMs. So people just go straight through there to cut to the chase. If he's getting 10 people a month to send him $100, $150, he's running up $1,500 a month. He's paying rent and a condo in Atlanta if he's out there. I don't know where he's at. But think about it.
It could be anywhere. That's what I'm saying. That's what we don't know who it is. It could be a group. And
so out of pocket.
Damn, I just had a whole train of thought.
I don't know, but you did say something about you had a question to ask me.
No, it was the verification. The verification.
Oh, how do I feel about the verification?
Yeah, honest, this thing about flow is so out of pocket. I just had a great point to bring up.
Think about it?
It's totally gone. I'm gonna think of it though. I'm definitely gonna think of it.
Nah, that's definitely how it be. And shout out to Blue. I saw Blueface just knocked another nigga out. Blueface.
I've seen that.
Hey man, whatever to get the money, man.
I dead seen that. Blueface is out here.
My son YoungBoy on his 11th kid, respectfully.
So out of pocket. What are you, like 22, 23?
23. Yeah, 23 11. Y'all don't wish that on nobody, gang. 23, 11 kids. How's that even? Like, you don't got a choice but to be a bad dad. Hey, there's no way.
Can't. That's what I'm saying. You can't.
There's no way. While being a rapper on house arrest.
You can't. What
the fuck? There's so many levels of the bullshit.
In Utah. Utah, Nevada, one of them.
Utah. Shout out to Utah. I don't know nobody that's from Utah, but yeah.
Nah. He's so out of pocket for that.
But I mean, to each his own, man. You know, like if that's what you want to do in life, then it is what it is. I mean, back in the day, that was a normal thing. I mean, shit, to this day, that's a normal thing. Motherfuckers walking around just having kids. Fuck it.
But back in the day, it wasn't 9 different women.
Hell yeah, it was. What are you talking about?
I mean...
What? My uncle right now. No bullshit. I got an uncle that legit might have 18 plus kids. Like last time we checked, it was like 14. And that was like 10 years ago. This nigga done been deported. This nigga done snuck back in the country 3 times. I wish I could have my uncle up here. If I could have this nigga up here, bro, bro, my uncle is a different. Like I really want to. I want him to tell me his life story, bro.
Because I know,
bro, my whole life he's been in and out of jail, in and out of getting deported. It was so real. One time, me and my mom went to go visit this motherfucker on Rikers, and I remember they came out and and they said something like, "You're here to see Hector," and I'm like, "Mom, who's Hector? That nigga's name is Wilton." I'm like, who the fuck is that? She was like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, okay. Didn't think nothing of it. I'm so young, I'm not thinking nothing of it. This nigga did a whole jail sentence under a different name, gang. Like, this nigga did a whole bid. This nigga's on parole for a whole different person that who isn't him. Like, he's different, bro. I remember he came out, he got deported as soon as he left that bid. Nigga came back with no fingerprints. Like, this nigga don't got no fingerprints. Like,
that's genius.
No, it's not. This nigga's a criminal, son. This nigga needs help.
Professional. You feel me?
Nah, bro. This nigga he didn't went on the run, came back with another family. I'm like, this nigga different.
Different.
This nigga different.
You told me about that. Like,
I have two uncles that did that. One on my dad's side and my mom's side.
Damn.
Hey, man, Dominicans is red flags. That's that Dominican shit.
That's that Dominican shit.
Sometimes you got to go on a run, you know? Sometimes you got to go on a run.
And sometimes you got to come back with another family.
And sometimes you might have to come back with
baby, it happened.
Like, nigga was gone for 3 years, came back with a 5-year-old. Like, whose kid is this? Whose fucking kid is this?
Mathing.
At all.
The math not mathing
at all. I was just at my grandmother's birthday during the summer in DR, and I'm looking at my uncle. I'm like, yo, dogs, you're 55 with a 1-year-old. Like, this ain't it. Like, this ain't it. Like, you're not gonna make it to none of this nigga's basketball games, none of his football games.
By the time he's energetic, you
bruh, and you've been eating and living like shit for the last 50-something years. Not like he's a healthy motherfucker. Yeah. I'm like, this ain't it. You're not gonna be able to do none of that running and jumping. But by all means, man, whatever make you happy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. But it's an interesting family. Like, people, when you understand your family dynamic, and like the older you get, the more you realize,
more you really understand.
Yeah, and like, the more you realize why all these motherfuckers don't talk to each other.
Yes,
because there's already been so many lines crossed that they just can't talk to each other.
When you're young, you don't really know the tea. Like, you're so innocent to everything. Like, you see stuff, but you don't get the perspective till you get older. It's like, that's why, yo.
Yeah, and like I remember, nigga, my parents never would let me miss school. I don't give a fuck what was wrong with me. I'm not missing school. The only way I'm missing school, I gotta go there sick and show the nurse that I'm about to die, and she has to call them and tell them to take me out. They've never let me like, yo, just stay home. Never, literally. 8th grade, dad's like, yo, you're not going to school today. I'm like, why? He's like, we got something to do. Okay. Shit turned into an episode of Power. Niggas is at the federal court building in New York going to court with some Mexican nigga that I knew my whole life, but I didn't know nothing of this dude. One Mexican dude around a group of Dominicans. I'm like, what's going on? This nigga gets booked for double homicide, conspiracy to commit double homicide, and all types of trafficking and all this shit. Nigga, moms and his mom and wife was pulling up in a private jet to every court date, bro, from Mexico to New York. I'm like, nigga, you guilty. Like, nigga, why would you do that? Bro, they were pulling up with pearls and jewels, all types of fly shit. I'm like, yo, what life are we living? And I'm 13. It didn't hit me till I was like 19 that I understood what was happening, literally. And that was because I was asking questions, because other shit started coming out. I'm like, yo, what is going on?
You finally get the tea. It's like, wow, that's why, yo.
Yeah, and the only reason why we were there in court that day is to like show more. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, we was probably like 100 deep in that courthouse, like just to show him support. And I'm talking about women, kids, grandmas, everybody was there. The nigga that owned the bodega next door to my uncle's barbershop was there. Like, the niggas from church was there. Like, everybody was there. Because they normally, you know, to show more support, that you have people that support you, that can vouch for you being a good person and all that other good shit. You know, it just looks
character,
good.
Yeah,
exactly. Character testimony, yeah, all that shit. What niggas had to write letters for him and shit. Like, what has he done? Name positive lights and shit. That it's a fucked up situation. But if you ever been through that kind of court system where somebody had to go to jail, you probably know what I'm talking about. You gotta write all that type of shit. You gotta tell the judge why they should be lenient or why not, or whatever you feel like telling them. That's what you gotta do. Yeah, I've been there. I had to write them letters. That shit tough.
So that was the first time you missed school. It was funny.
Yeah, first time I ever was like, yo, you are missing school today. Like, this is what you're doing.
You're like, wow.
I was like, to go to court? Cool, whatever, nigga. Like, whatever. I was with my cousins and shit. We was chilling, but I was very confused for years. I was like, why do we go there?
And then later on in life, you got that epiphany, like, wow.
Yeah, and that trial was like 2 years. So like, it wasn't until like my sophomore year that by the time, and then I started paying attention. I was a little more interested in what was actually happening. I was like, oh, this nigga's a menace. I'm like, he's fucking fried. Like, they got him on wiretaps. It was over for him. Like, you know,
the
wiretap literally telling like, yo, I need these two niggas to not be here, and them niggas was not there no more.
Got him on the wire.
Yo, bro, shit is crazy. So you start understanding all the inner workings. I'm like, how do we even know this guy? Like, what was the business incorporated with this nigga? Like, why do we know him? Why was he at all the cookouts? He used to have all the fly cars, the baddest bitches. Dude was like maybe 5'5", Mexican as fuck, like all the way Mexican, like, but had the baddest bitches, nicest cars, like big G wagons, and I'm talking about G wagons in 04 and shit. Nigga, I didn't even know what that was.
Yeah, like,
it was way back. I remember he used to pull up to Crotona Park in that shit always. always. But
So,
shout out to him. And I only knew him by Mexico. That was his name. Mexico. To this day, I don't know that nigga's name. And I was there.
He's at now?
Huh?
Oh, he down.
He's fried. They get a nigga like 40.
Oh, yeah,
he's fucking fried. And he get out. If he ever makes it out, he's deported.
Deported.
Yeah, he's out of here.
Right. Yeah. Dang.
Yeah, man, that shit crazy. Some people, I don't understand why. Like, if you know you about to go down, why don't niggas just disappear? Like, take a page out of Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons got the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he did.
That nigga said, "Oh, y'all about to discover some shit. I'm out."
Yeah,
that nigga's in like Thailand right now, getting massages and shit. Happy endings out there. Like, he chilling.
What other celebrity? Tom Hanks did the same thing.
Tom Hanks fucked up.
Tom Hanks was out. Feel me?
What did Tom Hanks do? He's touching kids.
I don't remember exactly, but it was some conspiracy. It was something floating around, and he went to Greece. He was like, "Yeah, I'm out of here."
That's crazy. The irony too, like he had to get away. The nigga from Castaway has to disappear.
Right.
He shipped himself over to an island. That's fucking crazy. That's the irony.
Woody had to get away. Like that's crazy.
That's fucking crazy. That it is a lot of wild shit that be going on. Like
we have no idea about.
Tom Hanks. Shout out to Tom Hanks' son, my son Chet. Nigga, the white boy with the Jamaican accent. That nigga was hilarious.
Yeah, Chet Hanks is hilarious. It's funny. It's funny you were saying that because one of my frat brothers is an attorney. He does personal injury, workplace stuff like that, and he was telling me all the stuff that be going on behind the scenes that we don't even know about. Like,
oh yeah, I can imagine. You say he's an attorney for personal injuries though, because we might have to talk to that nigga. I think I might fall at 7-Eleven tomorrow. I'm just saying we can make something happen, nigga.
Nah. He does sexual harassment cases on the job, like all that. He says, yo, the amount of stuff is crazy. Like,
it's funny. You know what's really crazy? I heard some crazy shit. Like the dude, I think it was Starbucks or one of these big coffee brands. Like the reason why coffee cups come with that brown cardboard around it is because one dude burned himself with how hot the coffee was, and ever since then, I mean, he burned his lip or some shit, which I'm sure millions of people did before him. But he thought, I'm gonna sue these motherfuckers, and dead sued for millions of dollars. And ever since then, every single one of them coffee shops comes with a cardboard thing, and it says caution hot.
Yeah.
Has to say that.
Same thing happened at McDonald's. That same thing happened lady at McDonald's. She said the coffee was unreasonably hot. I
think it was the McDonald's then. I think that's the company I was trying to talk about.
Unreasonably hot, and she got burned.
Yeah, niggas been taking shots at McDonald's like McDonald's ain't been here to hold niggas down forever like that. I don't like that. Yo, don't come at McDonald's. McDonald's is like the golden standard. I ain't gonna lie.
Speaking of lawsuits, did you hear that Buffalo Wild Wings got sued?
What?
Somebody sued Buffalo Wild Wings because they said Buffalo? They said that their boneless wings was chicken nuggets, and they won. It was not actually boneless chicken wings; it was chicken nuggets. That ass.
Yo, why can't I get that?
Yo, that bag is crazy. Like, what?
Why can't I get that lucky?
Yeah,
to think of some dumb shit like that.
Like, yo, oh no, excuse me, these boneless wings? Yeah, I'm like, gee, no, these is nuggets. And then
what the
recently,
fuck?
Maybe like 6 months ago, like real recently.
That's fucking crazy.
Like real recently.
Even that's weird to me. I don't like the boneless wings. That's a weird concept to me. Like, why you just extract the bone out of there like that?
Yeah, I mean,
what you mean? How?
Yeah, I don't how. It
don't
make
even
sense.
Know. Drums or flats?
Flats all day. All day, every day. You bugging
fucking
out.
Disgusting.
I get all flats.
Mom, drums or flats? God,
flats all day, every day. You bugging out.
Nah, flats too much work, bro. You got to move the bones. You got to pull tendons and shit. I'm good off that.
Flats all day.
I'm not a fucking Viking. I'm sorry. I like keep it simple. Feel me? Rotate one time. It's out of here.
Okay, caveman.
Yeah,
you pull up a turkey leg like.
I'm an all drums kind of nigga. If I'm going to Wingstop, I'm getting all drums. Respectfully.
Hell no. Hell no. All flats.
I know motherfuckers who literally bust the bones out of the flats though, like somehow and eat the shit like on some boneless.
I can do that.
You could do that, but you a savage though. You a sick man.
Like flats all day. Like
I remember every time we ever went to like a buffet or something. You used to be the nigga that dared to go for 10 plates.
That ass.
And I mean 10. Buffet? I mean legitimately 10 plates. This
buffet?
nigga will keep eating. I don't understand.
It was free. I paid for it.
That's true.
I paid for everything in here. Feel me? I'm gonna eat gourmet. Real gourmet.
Nah, respectfully.
For real.
My word.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to did you see John Morant?
What y'all did?
He dropped 45.
Oh yeah, he dropped 45 and had a nigga commercial premiere yesterday. Stop playing with that nigga.
And after breaking his arm, something but his wrist, his shooting
he
wrist,
fucked up his hand and some shit.
and he was still out here.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was so happy to see John Morant have that Nike commercial because I'm like, I thank God he didn't lose it. Like I thought it was gonna be over for him. And fuck that. Hold on. Before I get into anything, I gotta say, yo, one more time for the fucking GOAT LeBron James, bro. I'm watching the playoffs yesterday, bro.
Yo, you see
I look to my left. Fuck basketball. I look to my left. I'm looking at the TV. I see Bronny James on a commercial.
Yeah.
Hold on though. I'm like, what commercial is this? 2 seconds later, Dominic Toretto. This nigga's in Fast and Furious.
Yes.
How the fuck is Bronny James in Fast and Furious, bro?
Wait.
Yo, bro, this is what I'm talking about, bro. LeBron's really the fucking greatest at life, bro. How the fuck is your son in the? He's in Fast. First of all, this might be the most famous teenager we've known in very recent time.
Yeah,
like, he might be the most famous teenager. On top of that, might be one of the most successful because this nigga's a multi-millionaire already.
Yeah, he's making like $7 million off NIL.
NIL's alone. NIL's alone. That's not any other business. No investments. That's nothing else that he has of his own.
Eating
what?
Eating well, but yeah,
bro, I could not believe that shit. It's not LeBron James in Fast and Furious.
It's
Bronny James. You get what I'm saying?
LeBron James Jr. in Fast and
That's
Furious.
fucking crazy. You know how many songs Ludacris had to make to get onto Fast and Furious, nigga?
Too fast.
Do you
Act
Baby
a fool.
Boy? Do you remember Baby Boy? Tyrese had to get tied up by Ving Rhames, nigga. That's how he got into Fast and Furious. Niggas put in a lot of work. Vin Diesel. Vin fucking Diesel. Niggas work their whole lives to get in Fast and Furious. This nigga is Bronny James, so he's in Fast and Furious. Fucking genius.
Yo, but Fast and Furious, hold on.
And shout out to Fast and Furious for having Tego Calderon and Don Omar and that shit. That might be the funniest shit I ever seen.
Bro, there's so many. I feel like they're going to have I feel like me and you going to be in the next one.
We might.
Like,
we just might.
We
just might.
They racing out of space. They race back in time. Who else are they? Who is they racing?
Yo, bro,
Who's they ops?
I went to HBO and I was watching, I think it was Fast 9. And I looked to my left and I'm like, are these niggas in outer space?
Yo, who was there to race left?
Yo, bro, how did they get to outer space, bro? They dragged it.
That's what I'm saying.
They just had Bow Wow in Tokyo. How the fuck did they go from that to we in outer space?
I'm not even surprised, bro. Like I said, we gonna be in the 15th.
Bro, niggas was in outer space in a Chevy.
Everybody's gonna be in Fast and Furious.
Niggas had a Chevy.
Like in the future,
space.
If your resume does not say Fast and Furious, they're not having it. We're not having it.
How the fuck you ain't get on?
Had no cameos in none of the Fast and Furious.
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
Nah. Shout out to them. I ain't gonna lie. I seen up to like Fast 5 after that.
Oh, now you're bugging. Go watch that.
I'm gonna watch it.
I think the last time I really paid attention, I think might have been like 7 or 8. Cause 9 just been playing. I don't really watch TV. I listen to the shit more than anything. So I turn my head and be watching. What the fuck's going on here?
Yo, who like I want to know like. What is there to do next? Where are they racing? Where are they racing? Are they gonna shrink down the Hot Wheels cars next? Like legit,
they might as well.
Hey man,
they really might as well. And I meant to ask you, did you watch the new House Party?
Nah, I didn't.
The LeBron James shit?
Nah, it's lit.
Fire.
It's lit.
Fire.
I didn't see it.
It's fire. It's very it feels it's a little corny because like any other movie would be. But they got a good way of making it feel like
back in
you're watching Instagram. I don't know. It feels like you're like this is real. Like it damn near feels like this shit could really happen. Like especially the beginning part till it gets to the actual party. And like the whole shit is based out of them throwing a party in LeBron's house. So there's mad funny puns and shit like that. LeBron's obviously.
I gotta check it out.
Everybody you could think of that's famous on Instagram is on there somehow.
Oh, it's one of
literally.
Those. It's one of them King Bat shits. You feel me?
I think King Batch is actually a co-producer. I bet. Yo, shout out to King Batch though.
Because he really.
No, niggas don't even know King Batch been directing movies, bro. He been up. Like he's been said, fuck trying to be famous and be funny. I'm really funny. I'm gonna make movies and make millions off this shit.
He's one of the OGs though.
Yeah, I was about to say he's one of them pioneers when it comes to like social media famous and
like content creators.
Yeah,
he's one of the pioneers of it.
That's tough.
Like you're right. See, your mindset changes. You feel me? It's first, boom, I need to become successful. I want to become famous, and then it's like, nah, I need to be behind the scenes and really make the bag.
Yeah,
the whole mindset is different. You feel me?
Facts.
I did what I had to do with the fame. Now I'm talking bigger bag. You feel me?
Yeah.
You got to realize the people that have the most money is never on screen.
Yeah.
Never on screen.
That's
on anything.
That's
on anything. Never on screen.
Ding ding ding. That's a great fucking point.
You'll never see them on screen.
Yeah,
they always behind the scenes,
and it always works like that. It always works. So because they're the main character. Like one of the best examples is always gonna be Tyler Perry, self-made billionaire, by the way. Shout out to Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Perry, Kevin Hart with Hart Productions now. Like that's exactly what's going on. LeBron's in the movies and shit, but he's been co-producing and executive producing movies.
He has his own. I forgot what it's called, but he has his own production company.
Production company, yeah, for sure.
But think about it, even sports. The owners, they ain't never, they make the most money. They ain't on the screen.
Yeah, except for what's son from Jerry Jones bitch ass.
That's another. Well, I'm happy because he's been sabotaging the Cowboys for years. He can keep doing it.
Yeah. Shout out to the Cowboys, but it's Cowboys KO. Yeah, ain't gonna lie.
It's been Cowboys KO.
Don't even get us started into this football time.
Listen, but I was gonna say the people with the most money ain't never on the screen. They never the stars.
Yeah,
they always off the screen.
If you smart, you play the background. Listen, Patrick Mahomes is making $50 million a year because that owner's making $50 billion a year. You know what I mean? But listen, man. On that note, man, we got into the end of the episode, man. It was fun getting to recap some of the fight talk. We spent the first half hour just talking about the fight. Shit was epic.
And Inkbot Flow, count your days, brother.
Oh yeah, count your fucking days, Inkbot Flow.
But they up though. They really up.
And matter of fact, one thing before we get up out of here, I do want to make sure I mention. So we got the live event coming on Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I got to put out some snippets.
Yes, live event. Yes, live. We excited. Live
listen,
event.
We're welcoming people down to Bravery Studios. We in Garfield, New Jersey, not far. You know what I'm saying? If you close and you down to come by, it'd be dope. Get you some cameo. Get on camera. We're gonna talk a little bit. We want to get like a live, live sit down, like a little round table. You know what I'm saying?
Round discussion, open discussion with the audience.
Get a couple more males and a lot more females. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking ideally at least 3 males, 3 females, maybe 4 females, 5 females. I don't care. As many as we can get. And even if we got to interchange them, you know what I'm saying, put 2 in at one, spend 20, 30 minutes talking to 2, another 2 for 20, 30 minutes, whatever it is. But we definitely, we plotting and making it make sense. But you'll see a lot more information about that.
Yeah, we definitely going to start posting more about that this week. And I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm excited, man. Y'all going to see. So next week's episode, we're going to have something real special for y'all. The live show should be coming. And we might even get a little alcohol in the mix. So, you know what I'm saying? The shit might get a little bit more. Shit might get a little more spicy. So on that note, man, appreciate y'all, man.
Thank y'all for
Free
supporting.
Gems episode. Episode 61, Free Gems podcast.
Episode 61,
right?
Free Gems. Yeah,
that's us.
That's us. That's us.
Listen, man, appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one, man. And we are gone.
FGP, baby.